And so this has just been the ongoing program. Trump's come in and disrupted that, but this is here. So Ron in Florida, please continue with what you witnessed and what you saw and what you want to impart to the listeners.
Be prepared. Watch your six, everybody. They're here. They're in the United States. They're building container ships in small communities and rural areas. I've seen it with my own eyes. Florida has the biggest population of retired veterans, police departments, veterans, military veterans. And if you look at the small towns that's there, that they live in, they're building container shipyards in decommissioned tracks, right, Alex? And no coincidence, the name of these companies are, just saying it, 1776, 1775, 1991. These are the names of these container companies. You do a little background check. They're all registered in Hong Kong. You ask yourself why we need container ships in the middle of nowhere with no seaport. There's nothing around. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're doing it now. You can look up these companies. They're around in Florida. They're starting up now. And it has to be done within 3 months, they're saying. So they're getting ready.
There's been a bunch of busts of Chinese shipping in automatic weapons and rocket launchers. That's even come out here and there in the news.
Correct. So who owns the Chinese ports in California? I mean,
China.
China. The American wonders why they're not getting any ammo coming in. They're controlling everything, what's coming in. And American people got to understand, they're disarming all outside of borders of the United States. New Jersey, New York, California, because in World War II, Japan couldn't invade the United States because everybody had a gun. It would be a 1,000-year war.
Admiral Yamamoto said we've awakened the sleeping giant. There will be a rifle behind every blade of grass if we try to invade.
Correct. So why they're not doing gun control or minimum magazines in the middle of America? No, they're doing it outside in the borders. California, now Texas, Florida, they try to do the 9-round magazine ban or whatever, extended magazine ban. But people got to understand, look what's around us. We're all surrounded by communist countries. Look at Belize, Panama.
And they've already taken the West and East Coast. They're already collapsing the economies there. They're already pushing their people in. No, you're right, sir. This is a scientific, long-term plan. Remember what the weathermen said they would do? Plunge the U.S. economy, bankrupt things. Once Civil War started as a race war, they would then bring in Chinese troops. That's Larry Grathwold infiltrated them in the 60s, and that was their plan then. And now they're trying, and they said they would kill between 25 and 50 million Americans. And that was that number that they plan to put us in these camps. And now they say they're going to use COVID as the cover of why you're disappeared. And most neighbors will submit when you're drug away because they believe it's COVID. I mean, they're really trying it. And only Trump exposing it, only us admitting how much trouble we're in is going to stop this. They're making their move, folks. They're making their move.
Just give you a heads up, Alex. I don't do hearsay stuff. I tell you how it is. We had a guy in one of our teams that does special operations with the United States government. And he worked at the border, and he came back to the unit after 3 months. He came back. He wasn't allowed to talk and stuff. We're not, we're hanging out. We're close friends with him. He comes and tells us, he goes, you guys know why they putting the wall up? These American people are stupid. And I said, why? Yeah, to keep the immigrants. He goes, no. He goes, dude, there's Chinese troops in Mexico. They're in Mexico. There's troops in Mexico. They have a camp down there. And I said, what? No way. He goes, listen, guys, I never lied to you guys. This is top secret stuff. You guys are not supposed to know this. And the cartels are helping them. And
listen, I have family that's been in the military. They're out now, but 35 plus years. They worked for the State Department 10 years ago and said that, China is admittedly moving into Latin America, Africa, you name it. But yes, they have these development zones and these inland ports is what China calls it. They're building a giant highway up from the Pacific side all the way up to Texas. And yes, there are, what I've heard, hundreds of thousands of Chinese troops in plain clothes in Mexico.
That is correct. And they do have a camp. And now, I don't know if you guys know that Russia is building military equipment in Mexico for the first time. you look that up, Russia is building ammunition and tanks in Mexico. It was in the news in Mexico. Now, he brought this to my attention. I had no idea this was happening. So now I understand why, if Trump comes out and says, hey, we're building a wall because there's foreign troops on the other side ready to invade the United States, they'll say the 25th Amendment. They'll say he's crazy. Get him out of here. He knows what's going on.
It's very sad that America is so under attack, and the average American has been taught to hate their own country. It's like we almost deserve it, Ron.
Correct. I say the same thing. Nobody has love and humanity anymore. They got these fusion centers, Alex. They're tracing everything, what everybody does in every community, everything you're saying, and they're making a list of you. And they know when you go to the shooting range, because I went to the shooting range down here, and Woody Belong Ho, there's a plate reader on the trees. And I said, and asked the guy, what's this for? He goes, I didn't put that there. Why is there a plate reader in the shooting range? Because they're keeping track of all the active shooters, the guys that go there. That's
right. That's right. And why no one doesn't baseball bat it? Why the cops go along? Why we all just go along with the globalist takeover? It's absolutely disgusting. God bless you, sir. Anything else you'd like to add, Ron?
Yeah, I just want to say, Alex, and I'm going to say through the guys that've been doing this, I'm going to give a stern warning to the patriots and the people in America. And I'm going to say this from the other side of me working. And I'm going to disinvolve what I was involved with, fraternity, but I'm going to say it. American people, I'm going to tell it to you how it is, point blank. We're coming for you. We're going to get you, and we're going to get the patriots. This is them talking. This is how they talk. And they're going to squash you. You better wake up. Pay attention. Watch your six. Get your testosterone check. And get ready to fight and protect your family, because they are coming. They are coming to get you. And God bless America. And thank you, Alex, for having me on.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. A smart guy, and he's absolutely right, that they were training with foreign military under a UN contract under DynCorp and others to arrest American patriots under the UN and extradite us. And now you notice the UN's trying to charge U.S. troops with war crimes, and the Pentagon and Trump have been threatening them. I mean, this is a world government takeover. And they've got their people inside the U.S. Okay, I'm going to go to break. Bunch of big news breaking next hour. A bunch of guests separately.